Okay, let's try this again. The wife called and ruined the video. So here we go. Joke of the day. Why do chemistry teachers like to teach about ammonia? It's pretty basic stuff. It's pretty basic. Ammonia. It's got a pH of about 10, 11, maybe somewhere in there. So today all we're going to do is go over the homework, and I'm going to assign you new homework. Okay, so we have to get used to assigning oxidation numbers. So here we go. I believe we did S in H2SO4 as an example. Number 1, N and N2O3, that's dinitrogen trioxide. This is what I do each time. Before I smash this screen, I do the same thing. I write down how many of each atom there is, how many there are, I should say. 2 and 3 oxygens. I'm looking for nitrogen, so I'm going to leave this blank. And I know that oxygen is almost every single time -2. So 3 times -2 is -6. And I also know that if there's no charge on this thing, I assume that it is a molecule, and molecules are electrically neutral. So if you look at this one, which is a polyatomic ion, you see that negative there? That means that my total charge here is a -1. But for this one, that one, they're all electrically neutral. So that means this number here is 0. So what plus -6 will give me 0? That's going to be a 6. So what times 2 will give me 6? That's a 3. That's +3. Okay? Number 5, sodium and sodium chloride. Well, one of the rules is, and they're all up there, if it's in group 1, it has a +1 charge. If it's in group 2, it has a +2 charge. If it's in group 3, for the most part, it has a +3 charge. A couple exceptions there. All right, let's move it up. Number 10, sulfur and HSO4 minus. Well, we saw that sulfate ion, SO4, has a -2. I know that from table E, which I showed you yesterday. So there's 1 sulfur and 4 oxygens. Oxygens are -2, that's a -8. And I don't know what this one is, but my charge here has to be a -2, not -1, because I'm not including the hydrogen here. Remember that SO4 is a 2- ion. So my answer, or my tally here, my sum is going to be -2. So what goes here? It's going to be 6. 6 plus -8 is -2. So this is a 6. Okay? 15. Zinc 2+. Well, one of the rules is if there is a monatomic ion, in other words, 1 atom, it has the charge, the oxidation number, of the ion itself. Okay, so that's a +2. Those are pretty straightforward. Number 20. Here's another one. Chlorine has a -1 charge, therefore it has a -1 oxidation number. 25. You're getting lucky here. Monatomic ion, it carries whatever the charge is. And lastly, number 30. This is called an oxalate. So I do the same thing, carbon and oxygen. How many of each? 2, 4 oxygens. I'm looking for carbon, so I don't know what that is. -2 for oxygen, almost every single time. This tells me that the whole thing is a -2. So what number has to go here? 6. 6 plus a -8 is a -2. What times 2 will give me 6? That's 3. It's a +3. Okay? So, pretty straightforward, I'm hoping. Pretty straightforward. Let's look at what your homework is going to be. Factors of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21, 24, 27. Okay? So we already did 15 and 30. That's why I didn't include those. So that's for your homework tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.